but not forgotten. That's the motto for Ride to Remember, a large annual bicycle ride dedicated to honor police officers, firefighters, corrections officers, and other first responders who died in the line of duty and support their families that they left behind. This year's 15th Ride to Remember is in September, and Chicopee Fire Captain Katie Kalbaugh is here to tell us how we can help keep the ride going strong. And Katie, I'm so glad to have you here, and here we are on a day when we are literally laying to rest a state trooper who died in the line of duty, so you just never know.
No, and I really truly want to offer my own personal condolences to the family, friends, and the entire Mass State Police on their loss that they're experiencing this week. It's truly devastating, and that's why Ride to Remember needs to keep doing the work that they're doing, so that we don't forget those who give their lives in the line of duty.
Forget them, and also the family. I mean, this is a young man. There are also people who have died in the line of duty that have families, and the trauma of it. I mean, we remember it, and we'll have anniversary, but the trauma of what happens when somebody leaves to go to work and then they don't come home, that's everlasting.
Yes, and so, you know, every one of the individuals that we lose, they're someone's husband, brother, sister, daughter. They have families that they leave behind. And so Ride to Remember supports those families after these tragic events. And so that's a huge part of what we do, either providing support to the family or providing support to charities in their honor.
Right.
We've actually raised more than $1 million in the last 15 years.
Which is amazing.
Yes, and this money's gone to support families in their time of needs. Last year we were able to make a donation for $10,000 to Cops for Kids with Cancer in honor of Mayor Sarno, who's undergoing cancer treatment. So we do a lot of work both locally with the families and to charitable organizations across the state like Christina's House and other organizations that we support.
And lets people in the community know that that bond is strong, lets people in law enforcement know that we are also there for them as well, and that we grieve along with them. But beyond just shedding those initial tears, there's more that is going to have such a shocking thing too. You know, I mean, I say it, look at John Delaney. He's the eternal child. But, you know, but you look at this, and the people who usually go into law enforcement, they're known as being tough and strong and resilient. And when this happens, it's got to be such a blow, and a blow to the whole community. Kind of shakes you at your core a little bit. So talk a little more about the ride.
Yes, so the ride, we ride annually. There's a different route every year. This year it's from Springfield to Connecticut and back, with an incredible stop planned at the New England Air Museum. This is the 25th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11th.
Right.
And we are going to remember those heroes that gave their lives on that day as well. And the New England Air Museum has a big event planned at this rest stop as well. And then we'll go down to Connecticut and back, and we will remember these fallen every step of the way.
I mean, think about it when we're talking about those 9/11 heroes. These are people that turned around and went back into the building. They didn't run from whatever the danger was, whatever the emergency was. They turned around and said, I'm here to help. What's it going to take? And unfortunately, what it takes sometimes is someone dying in the line of duty.
Yes, and my own coworker passed away after a shift, and every single year the Ride to Remember remembers him as well at these events. So every event that I go to, I'm reminded that Tony Spano's never forgotten. Right,
right. And I think that probably people around him are glad that you are remembering, that we are thinking about them, that we know that their family is going through consistent grief and loss. So how can people get involved to help out with the ride?
So this weekend on Saturday at Vanish Valley in Ludlow at 2 p.m. we're having a fundraiser. At the event you can sign up to participate in the Ride to Remember. You can sign up to become a volunteer, make a $20 donation. That financial support goes directly to Ride to Remember to support this year's ride, so that we can have another successful event and raise more funds to help people in their time of need. You know, unfortunately, we do know that there will still be people that we need to support and their families, and so we need to continue doing this good work.
What is your best memory from Ride to Remember? One of your best memories, because I know there are lots.
Well, there's so many, but 2 years ago, there was an officer on his way to work in Springfield, and he was actually shot in the line of duty, and thankfully he survived, but he had a life-changing injury. And in less than 2 weeks, we were able to put on a fundraiser that donated many thousands of dollars to directly support him and his family during that tragedy. And the fact that so many people stopped at this event and said, I'm not here for the event, I just want to make a donation. I heard about what happened to the officer, and I want to make sure they know people care about them and they're supported in their time of need.
So great. Katie, this is going to be a great fundraiser. Please come back and let us know more as we get closer to the ride, which is in September. And thank you for your service, and thank you for all you're doing for people who are serving us every day.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thank you.